The average professional is interrupted or switches tasks every 11 minutes. This constant shifting creates a permanent state of split focus, where your attention never fully lands on a single objective. This chronic digital overload keeps your sympathetic nervous system in a state of constant physiological arousal. You are living with elevated stress hormones and muscle tension as a baseline condition. Long before the digital age, figures like Henry David Thoreau recognized that the human soul easily becomes scattered. They withdrew into solitude not to escape the world, but to restore their ability to hear their own thoughts within it. By combining these historical insights with modern clinical research, you can construct an environment that allows your nervous system to pivot from reactive stress to physiological restoration. Reclaiming your focus does not require a move to the wilderness or a total rejection of modern society. The actual requirements are modest: a consistent, quiet corner in your home, a pen, a physical notepad, and a place to store your digital devices completely out of sight. Finally, you need a commitment of 5 to 20 minutes today to disconnect from every external notification. Clarity is less about your geographic location and more about the intentional preparation of the space immediately around you. Start by designating a consistent space in your home and removing every screen that emits blue light. Introduce physical barriers to ambient noise. Close a door or utilize soft furnishings to create a sensory neutral zone. These boundaries act as a filter to limit sensory leakage. Reducing environmental complexity signals your biology to shift into a rest and digest mode, lowering your heart rate and blood pressure. Returning to this same dedicated layout daily cues your nervous system to enter this restorative state more rapidly each time. Schedule your session strictly between 5 and 20 minutes. Leave your phone in a different room entirely. Avoid the impulse to attempt multi-hour isolation on your first day. Sudden, extreme silence can actually trigger clinical distress. Without a time boundary, your brain's default mode network can become hyper-connected, the neural engine of daydreaming and remembering. In unstructured isolation, this network collapses into a self-consuming loop. Instead of peace, the mind replays past failures and projects future anxieties. Keeping the session brief and bounded prevents this network from turning silence into a source of psychological stress. Effective solitude is not a passive act of sitting still while your thoughts race. Use a somatic anchor to stabilize your attention. This involves repetitive physical practices, such as synchronizing your breath or the tactile act of journaling. You can also utilize soft fascination, observing aesthetically rich, non-threatening stimuli like clouds moving or wind rustling through leaves. This engages your involuntary attention, allowing the prefrontal control networks of your brain to rest. This active focus deactivates the amygdala's threat detection response. Within 2 minutes of intentional silence, your heart rate and blood pressure will noticeably decrease. This chart tracks the neurological shift. As the default mode network quiets, levels of the stress hormone cortisol begin to plunge. By utilizing these anchors, you transform silence into a structured environment for cognitive consolidation and emotional regulation. The end of the session requires deliberate care. Reaching for a smartphone immediately after your quiet time negates the physiological recovery you just achieved. Use Leroy's transition protocol. Take your physical notepad and write a brief list of completed and pending items. This addresses attention residue, the unresolved cognitive loops from your period of reflection that can degrade your focus as you return to work. The act of writing provides a formal closure to those thoughts, releasing them so your mind can fully commit to the next task. A structured analog reentry ensures the clarity you gained in the sanctuary stays with you as you move back into the digital world. This protocol relies on the coordination of your physical space, strict time boundaries, anchoring techniques, and a clean reentry. Consistent daily practice lowers your baseline cortisol levels, making you less reactive to stress throughout the day. Over the long term, research suggests consistent silence stimulates neurogenesis in the hippocampus, the brain region critical for memory, learning, and emotional processing. Animal studies have shown that extended silent exposure can actually lead to the growth of new brain cells in this area. Put your device away. Take 5 minutes right now to sit with your own thoughts and begin the process of reclaiming your attention.
Thank you for watching. Remember, you are worth the time it takes to slow down, listen within, and care for yourself. If you found this helpful, please subscribe for more mindful insights. Until next time, take gentle care of yourself.